Hello everyone, to new video. In this one I'm gonna go over the Elite run because I honestly think this is what most new kingdoms struggle with. Even my own kingdom is struggling with doing this Elite Behemoth. I know many kingdoms already have done the Dragon Elite, the Magma Elite, like ourselves, and yet we're still struggling with the Necro, which I don't think it should be changed or nerfed. I really like that there's actually a hard behemoth to do, that it requires people to use their brains, etc. So today I'm gonna give you a few tips on how you can make it easier for yourself and your alliance, as well as show one of our practice runs. We are not looking at finishing this run because we don't have all the people that we will need, but we're doing this so people get used to the mechanics, so whenever we set a day and a date for the Elite NecroGiant, we can finally succeed on it and move on. So as you can see in this picture, this represents one of the animations of this behemoth, where magic balls will start going out from one side, and they just kind of cover all the map except few zones where there's a gap, which the intention for you is to go through that gap so you don't take damage. Now here's the thing, as you can see, this top and bottom part are highlighted with a red circle. I've saw more success doing it on the top part, but in theory you can hide in these zones, like you can hug the wall and you should receive no damage. Now so far what I've seen is that I tried twice in the bottom part, it worked only one, the other one I still got hit by the magic balls that go from one side to the other. I've seen people doing it on the top side and so far they have not get hit once. So this practice run that we're about to do, I'm gonna go to the top side and see the success. Okay, my caps are here. Okay, a bit more about this behemoth. So you have two behemoths, okay, that you need to kill. You need to make sure they are split apart, because if they get together, they get damage reduction. I think it's borderline, like you barely deal any damage to them. So you want to make sure they are split together. Now what's the issue with these two behemoths is left one, the NecroGiant, only receives physical damage, okay, so you want your infantry, archers and cavalry hitting the NecroGiant. In the other hand, the giant only receives damage from magic sources. That means all your mages need to be on this side, hitting the giant, sorry. Now this creates a problem, which is how do you tank the giant, okay? Because the infantry is not going to be able to deal damage. You will have your taunt, but it only lasts few seconds. After those seconds are gone, he's gonna retarget any other mage, because the infantry is not getting aggro from their own damage. So that's why what we're trying to do is use off-meta tanky marches per se. So for example, you can use Lilia Garwood with full Celestials. I don't know, like some people were using Garwood Atheus with full Celestials, I think. At the end, it doesn't really matter, okay? Like the issue with these behemoth especially is that a lot of people play mages, so you're gonna need, like, you probably will have a good chunk of people hitting the giant. For ours, we're trying to prioritize archers, cavalry and couple infantry to full DPS this one, because the HP is shared. You don't need to kill both, like it's not 600k HP, it's 300k total. For the elite rate is 7.2 mil, I think, or something like that. We will soon see it. Okay, so yeah, you want to make sure they are split out together. This gets harder when, so these behemoths, every X amount of time, they will do some animations, some skills. One of those is the already shown, so you will see portals opening on one of the sides, and all the magic fireballs, well, I guess purple balls, covering all the map. You need to dodge them, try to avoid the damage. You either do what I say, you go hack, especially the top side, or just do the mechanic itself. After that, okay, you will see, for example, let's say the animation just happened and the giant is sitting here and the NecroGiant is sitting here. They are gonna swap places, okay? Now this is a bit harsh, because all the mages will be here in theory, and all your physical DPS damages will be here. So you need to rotate your people to the other sides while maintaining the distance from those two behemoths. Okay, so that's where it gets a bit tricky. Another one of the behemoth's skill is suddenly you will see all the ground that gets like a purple darkish color, except two people. Those two people will have a circle around them. That circle grants immunity to damage. So people, ideally, you get one for each side. So for example, all mages get into the circle of the magic damage side. Same for the physical damage, and healing stones will appear. If you can, try to pick them at the time, but sometimes these like you will see your marches move on their own. That might cancel the pickup animation of the stone, so you just wait until that's gone. Try to like make sure your people are ready. Just bam, you just go and pick them up, heal your marches, keep DPSing. That's two of the animation / skills of this behemoth. The other one is you will see suddenly that a pillar appears on the middle of the map. Bear in mind, while all of these animations are happening, the behemoths are not cannot receive any damage, so it's useless for you to hit them. Okay, so you just gotta focus on doing correctly the mechanics. Okay, so the last one is gonna be a massive pillar that shows on the map, which shoots 4 beams of light, and they rotate clockwise. All you want to do is get into one of these safe spots and rotate through, with the pillar. Okay, where it gets a bit hard is like, let's say the pillar appeared now, all your physical DPS marches are here, your mages are here. Now let's say it starts rotating, okay, and suddenly your mages go through here, and suddenly they end up in this part. Now this is bad. You may say, why? The giant is here, mages are gonna hit the giant. That's true, but remember, every single time one of those animations ends, they swap places. So if your mages, for example, in this zone and your physical damage on this zone, they need to be quick to swap, because the behemoths are gonna swap places, and this is where it gets crazy. Because then again, like let's say the giant charges the mage that is going towards this side, while the necro is hitting some archer that is going this side. At the end, guess what? You end up with a massive confusing ball of people in the middle, with both behemoth hitting the ball. Okay, so this is where it gets a bit tricky, and yeah. Apart from that, it's pretty straightforward. You just want to use the zones in between those animations to maximize your DPS on the NecroGiant. A few tips: for example, you can safely play cavalry on this NecroGiant, because he doesn't deal counterattack damage. So if you're playing cavalry like I do, you just want to, like, let's say the infantry with the tank is here, you just want to hit from the sides. Oh, I was like, what just happened? Okay, 7 mil HP. So you want to hit them from the sides and from behind, so you avoid all the frontal damage. Okay. You will see that we're not gonna succeed probably. Like I know we have the damage, because we already run one test run. We have enough damage to kill this easily, especially because right now it has a 50% increased damage taken, which is a lot. Okay, but people are still messing up the mechanics. Plus, we haven't really sent pings for everyone to join. This is just presented as a test run for people. So yeah, like, okay, look, another tip. For example, here we see Ed saying Marv, which is him, Marvelous, stand on top with the tank. The reason Ed is saying this doesn't apply to everyone, but depending on the kingdom, this may be a situation for you. Marv is a big fucking whale. Okay, if we look at the rankings, he's 35 mil power. If I go through this, if you check the damage, he's top damage by quite a lot. I was third with my caps, which is nice. The issue is aggro. Okay, so the tank is going to try to keep the aggro, but if he deals so much more DPS than the rest of us, there's a chance that the behemoth will lose aggro on the tank and it will just go for him. If he's sitting with us, that means we're all taking damage. So if you have strong players like him, who deal a lot of DPS, you want to make sure they are standing near the tank or completely away from the rest of the people. So if at any point at all the aggro is broken, not everyone is gonna pay the price. Let's see what is he running. Okay, now this is a full DPS march. You can tank the giant with regular mages. You just gotta make sure you take the healing stones, because otherwise you're gonna end up dying. Like, this is elite. it deals quite some damage. I want to see, because I know last round I saw some weird mage marches trying to be like off-tank marches. This is usually our main tank, but his archers are here, not sure why. Maybe Killer Scream will tank for us this one. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up here and I'm gonna just speedrun the footage until we start the fight. See you soon. Okay, here we go. Fuck me, it was a bit sleepy. As you can see, we only have 30 people. We're not gonna make it, but hopefully we can test these tips and tricks for you in the video. So let's go. As you can see, when we're only 30 people, the HP is dropping quite fast. That's because the 50% damage buff. I think there's something wrong going. Yeah, something went wrong with the taunt. Okay, no, he's taunting again, so I just wanna. Okay. This is one of the skills I explained with the pillar in the middle. For caps, this is super easy because as you have a fast march speed, you can just keep up. You might get cut off. So ideally we end up in this zone, not on our starting zone, because remember, behemoths are gonna swap zones. Is homie AFK or what? 10 seconds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just hold here. I'm gonna hold here and we should be perfect. Now you will see they swap. Perfect. Attack. So you make sure they don't go to your side. And yeah, now we just free DPS. I think the tank is confused or something. The tank should be on this one, I think. Anyways, yeah, absolutely getting messed up now. Do you see that laser beam? They are connected. Let's see if we can see. They deal increased damage. Okay, the buff of the connection is lost because we already... Okay, let's see. This is important. We're gonna sit here and in theory we should be safe. Let's see if it, well, I mean, of course this first wave is gonna be safe. Let's see. I honestly think that's gonna hit me.
No. Wait. Wait.
Why am I taking damage? Oh no, it's not me, it's someone else. Bro, I think I'm cooked. No, I'm safe. See, I think the top side is just the safer way. Let's see. Yeah, not hitting us.
Nice.
So now I showed you one way to bypass that skill. We're gonna charge that, hopefully. Okay, fine. They are split apart again. And yeah, just more DPS. Our mage. Okay, one mage is going down. The other one will go down shortly after. And so far we didn't get any healing stones, which is kinda sad. But yeah, I mean, again, just like 30 people will already drop him 2 mil. Okay, let's see. Let's do the same again. Let's sit on our spot, our magic spot. I don't know, I have a feeling that's gonna hit us. I don't know why. Yeah, in theory that hit me, right? I'm not sure if I lost HP or not. Let me see. No, we are safe. Yeah. As I said, just try to get the top spot. It's just way safer. I was sometimes down below there and I still got hit. So yeah. We're gonna chill here. Now, this is the physical one, so he's gonna appear there, run at him. So, but yeah, because we lost the mages, we lost the tanks, we lost everything. This is right now a complete mess. But hopefully this is gonna be useful for you whenever you give your good tries. So, summary. Go watch the beginning of the video if you need to know all the skills involved and the mechanics. Hiding spot, I will ignore the bottom side and I will just stick to hiding on the top side for this skill. And most important, remember, every single time one of the behemoth skills ends, you gotta go to the other behemoth because they are gonna swap sides. I'm gonna just show this one more time to see if it works. 3 out of 3, let's see. Yeah, it's working, perfect. So at least I mean, this will be the most mechanically intense skill of, well, I'm gonna hold to see if I can show you the C. I'm gonna call the C skill, where all the ground gets purple darkish. So far he didn't cast it yet. Let's see if we can survive until he does. Now, see, that's what I mean when you need to make sure your people are quick. As you saw, they crossed each other. Yeah, this is gonna hurt a shit ton. I mean, probably leadership is gonna kick me out of the dungeon because, I mean, obviously we're not making it. I don't know. I just want to see if I can show that skill. Let's see if we're lucky enough. Bro, what a mess. Let's see if he follows me. Come on.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna cut the video here. What the fuck is this? 4 times in a row the same skill. Okay, see you soon.